It's business time. The Northern Hemisphere Rugby is so quickly, after naming a European Champions Cup winner, we are back with another chance to crown another champion. Leinster are involved again, and after missing out on Europe, they'll be looking for a reprieve here against the Glasgow Warriors. We are here for the Pro 14 final. Let's crown ourselves a champion. Hello everyone and welcome on to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the Pro 14 final at our Northern Hemisphere Rugby Week here on the Crib. We have a lot of big matches coming up as well. This one will be the Pro 14 and this one will be big as well. We talked about already Leinster missing out and now they're back to crown themselves Guinness Pro 14 champions if they can get past the Glasgow Warriors, who have had a good season themselves. Now, of course, the Pro 14 is cut to two divisions, and it is the Conference A champions, Glasgow, who will be taking on the Conference B champions in Leinster. Now, these two sides have had a pretty good run into the final as well. As for Glasgow, they had a semi-final versus Ulster, which they made very short work of, 50 points to 20, not even a contest for the Scotsmen. Their team very, very strong. You look through it and there's a lot of power and there's a lot of ability and even youth and excitement coming through this Glasgow Warriors side. They'll be relying on the big names though, guys with international experience. We're looking at Ferguson, Gray, Harley, and of course Gibbons, who has played a lot in New Zealand in Super Rugby as well. For the back line, Ali Price will be the key name in the number 9 jumper. And of course the back three, how could we ever forget them? DTH Vandermeer over on the left wing, Tommy Seymour on the right, and Stuart Hogg at 15. One of the best players in world rugby going around at the moment. And up against them will be Leinster. Now the Irish side were in action not long ago in the European Champions Cup final. But let's go further back than that and back to round 20 of the Guinness Pro 14, where Leinster and Glasgow actually met for the only time so far this season. Now this may give you some indication as where the favourites may lie for the big final. Glasgow were the winners on that occasion, 39-24, a 15-point victory for the Scotsmen. A big final though is a different occasion, and the Leinster side know all about big occasions, although they won't be celebrating too much after going down in that Champions Cup final a few days ago. We talk about big players, we talk about big names. These guys have it in spades, and they made their way here in pretty impressive fashion, shutting out Munster 24-9 in their semi-final. But let's not just talk about that, let's talk about the fact that these guys are already 5 times Pro Rugby champions, so they have a lot going on their side heading into this fixture, and it is very, very stacked as well. We talked about this in the European Champions Cup final. These guys have got ability coming out of their nose. Have a look at the team: Healy, Cronin, Farrell, Vardy, Ryan, Roddick, Van der Fly and Conan. Now these guys pretty much all internationally capped players. No Sean O'Brien, he's missing following the Champions Cup final. The back line pretty much remains the same though. McGrath, Sexton, Henshaw, Ringrose, Lowe on the left wing, Lamar on the right, and of course Rob Carney, Mr. Experience, and fullback for Leinster as they look to make it number 6, whereas the Glasgow Warriors have only won this competition once so far. So it could be number 2, could be number 6. Let's find out how it goes down. Leinster up against the Glasgow Warriors, Pro 14 final. Let's get into it. So it'll be Leinster to kick things off. They'll be playing in the blue strips you're looking at now, and the Glasgow Warriors in the black. It's similar kits, but you should be able to tell them apart as Johnny Sexton has the ball on halfway. Referee to the left side gets the go-ahead from the captains, and away we go! Guinness Pro 14 final is underway, and it's taken down by Glasgow. And they'll have first use of the football as they go away to Adam Hastings, with superb lineage behind him as well. Kicks deep into the corner in the 22 of Leinster. And right deep in the far right-hand defensive side for the Irish team. They'll have to do some getting out of trouble here as Lowe will play scrum half, and he pops it deftly to Sexton, who's not got much room at all to work with there. And he just slaps it down the touchline gets them out of a little bit of trouble, in towards the 22, but it's still a great chance early here for the Glasgow Warriors to set their season almost to a fantastic finish. The way they come out wide, straight to the back line and quickly out wide to Tommy Seymour. Beats one, Seymour, 1-on-1, one to beat Carney. He sips over, has he got it down? I don't think he does! Oh, what a try! Tommy Seymour, take a bow, right wing, extraordinaire, and the Scotsmen are over. It's 5-0. Tommy Seymour's here. Wide it goes, and he was 1-on-1 with James Lowe. Beat him for pace, and then the power game up against Rob Carney. It looked like he was short, but just something the referee saw. He saw that ball down, and the try was awarded. Great start for the Glasgow Warriors as they look for title number 2. Well, was he over? The bodies were piling all in, and then the referee blew the whistle and said he's seen enough. Maybe a comment from his assistant referees? Maybe it was a decision made on his own, we don't really know, but it is Adam Hastings to take the shot at goal 8 minutes in, and it is 7-0. The Glasgow Warriors over Leinster. Double heartbreak on the way for Leinster. Great shot at goal too from the youngster. Hastings has been in fine touch for Glasgow. Johnny Sexton again, like we talked about in previous weeks as well, hasn't really liked getting back to halfway early. No fly half does. It's underway he goes. Great kick, and James Lowe looking to make up for being outgunned. He's got a great turnover, and it's away to Tommy Seymour once more. Great work from Glasgow as they set it up, but Van der Fly has turned it back over. McGrath goes away to Lowe. Lowe works through down the left-hand wing, chips over the top. James Lowe to recover, but it's taken nicely. Artie Price somehow gets the ball away. And on the left side for the Warriors, DTH Van der Merwe, the Canadian, and he grabs the penalty as well to Sexton. Offside from the big chasing Scott Cummings, and there'll be a turnover penalty back to Leinster. And there it is, Sexton pulled it in, and it was charging through was Cummings and took him out. Offside from the kicker. And, well, Leinster opting very quickly. And, of course, Jonathan Sexton, captain, goal kicker, play kicker, he's got all the responsibilities in the side, and he has quickly opted for the 3 points. He's got a slight breeze in his face, pushing the ball back to where it come from. He stands up to it now and hits it nicely. Looks all right, got the legs, it does! And a nice kick to kick off the scoreboard for Leinster. Glasgow leads still by 4, it's 7-3. And it's the Glasgow Warriors on top early. Back underway through Hastings, and he puts in a very little soft short kick as well, and it's nicely taken from Conan at the back. Leinster a long way to go, and they find it Conan away to Ringrose, numbers out wide for Lamar, and Lamar is a danger man down this right hand side, tries to get away from Hogg, but a great tackle drags him down just short of halfway. Conan's here again, he's put a little chip over the top. No one's back there for Glasgow, but no one was really onto it from Leinster either. It all comes a bit unstuck. It's down the left-hand side, Van der Merwe tries to find room, but he's put down quickly. It's Johnny Gray, into the back line they go, and it's wide from Stein, out to Tommy Seymour, away goes to Lowe, but James Lowe gets revenge. Finally makes the tackle, and somehow Tommy Seymour hangs on. Price goes short, a nice little ball too to Kyle Stein, and McGrath turns him over. Well, any little half break and Leinster, very quick backline player or front row player, they will take you on in the breakdown. As Furlong finds it out wide to Henshaw. Now Robbie Henshaw cuts in half with a step off the right foot. Conan on hand to secure the ball. And now it's fired through. McGrath to Furlong and Lamar once more. Jordan Lamar trying to get away. Slowly coming back now for Leinster. It's a go left side. Henshaw beats his man. Oh, Hastings burned up like nothing else. Henshaw back to Healy. Healy doesn't have the pace. And he's taken down just over halfway. A bit of excitement there for the Leinster boys. Lamar, away to Cronin. Big ball wide for Ringrose. Ringrose to his support on his left. He wants to use it. Does he find James Lowe, who's slow to pick up? Then James Lowe puts on the burners. One to be. Lowe finds Ryan. James Ryan down the left. Ryan will score. Oh, lock on lock. It was a slow foot race, but it's James Ryan that puts it over for Leinster, and they take the lead for the first time. Well, James Ryan only had to outpace his opposite, Scott Cummings, and he did it easily in the air. 20-metre dash between the two tall timbers. And over he went. It was a poor pass to Lowe, but the Glasgow defender out there would have been able to stop him had he not overcommitted. Tommy Seymour went for the ball, should have gone for the player. Defender short out wide, and that gave the chance for James Lowe to pick it up and go for a bit of a scamper. And 8 points to 7 as we head towards half-time, and it's been an action-packed and thrilling first half between these two teams. Jonathan Sexton from the left-hand touchline. That is good, very good. And an ace goal kicker as Sexton puts the lead up now to 3 thanks to the penalty earlier. And 10 points to 7 now, Leinster lead. As Glasgow need to find a way back. Back to Hastings it goes. With 4 minutes to the break, it's down to Van der Fly. It finds Ringrose, who's got a whole pile of open space in front of him, and he kicks clear. And down towards the 22 of the Glasgow Warriors as Seymour pops it in field. It's lost continuity at the moment as Brown gets it wide for Cummings again. He bombs away. 3 defenders. Scott Cummings, great run there from the second rower. Gray, not the greatest work there from Johnny Gray. Really could have linked up on his right, couldn't find it away. Fraser Brown out to Carl Stein as they go through the back line before come back from Sam Johnson, and through the middle will go Xander Ferguson finding Ali Price, and Ali Price goes through the middle. 10-metre line, Glasgow looking to strike just for the break. It's a pick and go there from Callum Gibbons. Another run from Xander Ferguson. He's just tripped up. A desperate tackle from Ken Healy and a penalty to boot. Wow, that is clutch play from Leinster. Xander Ferguson was flying through a hole there, just tipped by a scrum opposite Ken Healy, and Sexton, without any hesitation whatsoever, slaps that one straight into the 10th row of the second stand, and we're off for half-time. It is the Glasgow Warriors trailing Leinster 7 points to 10 at half-time. And let's take a look at some stats here quickly before the second half gets underway. You can see possession and territory pretty even throughout. 45-55 just to Leinster, but 52-48 going the way in territory to the Glasgow side. Line breaks 4-3, nothing between the two sides. They've both scored 1 try each from their opportunities so far as well. Even the tackle count dead even, and the scoreboard reflects that thoroughly with just a 3-point difference between the two sides. Glasgow, they need to score next and get their lead back if they're to keep this matchup alive and kicking, because Leinster will want to keep accumulating. More points for them could see Glasgow slowly fade from this game, but will the Warriors have that fighting spirit? We find out in the next 40 minutes as we get the action back underway. 40 minutes of the Pro 14 season remain. And the Glasgow Warriors are trailing Leinster by just 3 points. And there's still a lot to play for here in this fixture. Back underway we go from Hastings. And it's taken by Leinster. Van der Fly has a bit of a scamper before being dragged down. And a great tackle there from Jamie Barty. What work from the loose head prop. Away come Glasgow to the right-hand side. Sitting centre field. Here's Ferguson having a bit of run himself. But it's a great tackle coming in from Johnny Sexton. Of all people, a ferocious defender when called on. It sits up now for the Glasgow side as they come left side eventually. It goes to Van der Merwe. And he just takes the tackle right on the sideline. Here's Artie Price. Now he's on the ball. He gets it away nicely to Johnson. Through the backs and another space opens up for Colin Gibbons. Gibbons wants to look left and right, but he can't find any back jerseys. They're not on toe for him. It's recycled. Johnson goes wide. Real chance here. Through the middle goes Fraser Brown, but he cannot get the ball away to Tommy Seymour. Needed the pass to go. Cummings waits. Short it goes for Johnny Gray. Back upfield, nice work to Seymour, who's picked up and driven backwards. Great tackle there. Had to be made to. As wide goes Conan this time. Played from half. It's Conan Gibbons. Wow, absolutely wiped out. Huge tackle from Van der Fire. It's now they look out right, and they've got room to do it as well. But Seymour, put down from Sexton, who turns it over. Now Leinster counter-attack. Conan through the middle, looking for support. Can't see anyone in blue. And it's Glasgow who wrap him up. What a dominant tackle area there for the Glasgow Warriors, who steal the ball back. Price goes wide, through the middle, looking for space. What an offload! Brilliant work to Harley. There's a chance. Johnson, one to beat, goes to Seymour, and he's put in touch. Excellent defensive work in the corner, and the Glasgow Warriors fall a metre short. Had to be a try. It really had to be a try there for Glasgow. Leinster with immaculate, amazing defence as they go to the back. Gibbons has put the line out through, and Sexton just says, get this out of my own goal. And he bullies the ball away to the 22. Not his greatest work there, Sexton, but still a little bit of pressure is relieved. Here's Fraser Brown to throw for the Warriors. Slow one to the front, it's down for Price, who dummies. Now he throws it. Double cut-out pass. Beautiful to Stain. Goes back to Johnson. Just to the right of the uprights. Back out to Gibbons. Numbers out here if they want to use them. It's a good ball from Gray. Away to DTH. Van der Merwe. And he's on the left-hand side. Glasgow are back and they lead again. Van der Merwe. What a player. What an inspiration for this Warriors side. Beautiful ball wide from Ferguson. And this was brilliant by the Glasgow Warriors. Excellent work through the backs. And it was beautifully finished from DTH, Van der Merwe. Johnny Gray did excellent work, knowing he wasn't going to be fast enough to get it away. He just kept the ball alive. And Van der Merwe accompanies his right winger, Tommy Seymour, with the tries for the Glasgow Warriors. They lead again. And now this kick for Adam Hastings could make it another two, which there is no problems with. Great kick there from Hastings. And the lead is back instated for the Glasgow Warriors, 14-10 over Leinster, who now need to score another try. And they've not got long to do it too, just 19 minutes remain in the match. And Jonathan Sexton gets us back underway, a deep kick this time. Into the 22 of the Glasgow side. Johnson plays a little bit interesting there, and it gets some good go-forward ball. Yes, it is. Callum Gibbons finding more room. Ferguson. Oh, this looks interesting. Great defensive work, though, from Leinster. Excellent work out wide. And they shut it down again. Short one to Hastings, who eventually gets his kick away. It's not the best, though. It's holding up in the wind, and eventually sits up nicely. Oh, and a high tackle. Oh, that's not good. Big high tackle. It was Jordan Lamar who picked the ball up. And who's going to be going? It looks like it's the big number 8, Matt Ferguson. He's gone for 10. What a telling time to lead the field. And Jonathan Sexton has opted for the corner, and he pummels it away, but not out. Oh, he's mistouched. What a mistake by Jonathan Sexton. An absolute stack of errors. The face turn it over. Hold that thought. Conan goes through the middle. Support left and right. Robbie Henshaw. No, goes wide. And James Lowe finishes emphatically to put Leinster back in the lead. The fans erupt in the crowd. Leinster are back in front. James Lowe scores it. But how about how that transpired? Great support play, Robbie Henshaw. Excellent finishing, James Lowe. But through the middle, Conan was absolutely outstanding. There's the play. That was beautiful from the number 8. Catch and pass, brilliance from Leinster. But the Sexton kick missing touch, I thought that was the cut and dry of it, and Glasgow would finish the deal and send them packing. But no, they lost it one phase after to Scott Fardy. And from there on in, The ball was spread, Glasgow's defence couldn't recover, and we are back to a leading Leinster side. 15-14, kick to come, and Sexton makes no mistake. It's over. And the 3-point lead from half-time is back in action. 17-14, Leinster lead Glasgow. Well, just 7.5 minutes remain, not even that, 7 minutes now on the clock. Is back underway. We go through Hastings, and Healy takes it very well, climbing high, the loose head prop. Slow ball for Leinster, but it's finally there. And now they look wide, and it's kicked away eventually. Oh, that could be trouble. It's out in the full. Oh, it's quickly thrown Morg. He's in touch. Oh, it's an absolute nightmare for the Glasgow Warriors, looking to get the play started. It's not gone 5. It's not even gone the field of play. He has kept a foot on the line, and now Leinster will have a chance to extend the lead. McGrath goes away to Sexton, who takes on defenders, but he had men out wide. Conan's there to McGrath, trying to look for Lowe on the left-hand side, but he's taken down. More good defence. As things start to come unstuck for the Glasgow Warriors. Back to Sexton. Sexton looking for the cross-field bomb. He's looking for Jordan Lamar, but he's miles off the mark there, and it opens it up for the Glasgow Warriors. They've kicked the ball out. Oh no, what have they done? Van der Merwe kicks the ball out when they had a chance to steal it on the whistle. Unbelievable from Van der Merwe. The brilliance in one stage, but the absolute capitulation, mind explosion right on 80 minutes. The buzzer went, Van der Merwe hits it to touch, and we are all done and dusted. 17-14, the final score. Leinster take the Pro 14 final. Well, there's no big celebration there. There's no big, there are your champions, because what an error to make from DCH Van der Merwe. Such a great player, but he's absolutely lost the plot there. When a chance, he could have run it, he could have kept that alive and kept alive that hope for the Glasgow Warriors to steal it right at the death. He's looked for touch, he's looked to attack their line out, but he's done it a couple of seconds too late. What an absolute way to end it. Crazy stuff from the Glasgow Warriors. Let's talk about the scorers now. It's quickly gone all over as well. Very, very rarely we get a game that actually ends right on 80 minutes, so we've had no extra time. That is it, cut dry, slip, slop, slap, it is done. 14-17, Glasgow go down to Leinster. 2 tries apiece, 2 conversions apiece, but the difference was Jonathan Sexton's kicking and the penalty goal off the tee. Hastings and Sexton, 2 out of 2 for conversions, and try 2. Well, the once great DTH Van der Merwe, who absolutely just ruined it at the end, and of course the opposite winger Tommy Seymour with the other try for Glasgow. For Leinster, it was James Ryan and James Lowe, the 2 Jameses getting the job done with 1 try apiece to the man in the second row and the left winger for Leinster. Full-time stats, you saw how it was at half-time. It was pretty close, but it was one each way. In the second half, it was Glasgow who definitely tipped the scales onto their side. 54% possession, 58% of territory. It was Leinster, though, that got the points that really, really mattered. 7-all it was in the second spell. Penalties conceded, that ultimately cost them, with the Leinster try coming while the man was in the bin, and that was a terrible time to concede a yellow card. Both sides made a lot of line breaks, both sides made a lot of kicks, but when Glasgow lead the line break 7-5 and they kicked less, you got to say they should have been favourites to take this match on their side. Leinster were making more tackles. It was 20-all at the break, but 45-33. Leinster making a lot of work in the second half to hold out the Glasgow Warriors. So many missed chances, though. Glasgow will be kicking themselves. They've missed out. But on the other hand, it is a failure to a success. Losing the European Champions Cup final a few days ago. Now they are crowned Pro 14 champions. The Guinness will be flowing as the sponsorship bears, we well and truly waiting for the champions in the changing rooms. But that is the end of the season for the Guinness Pro 14. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed this little one-off for the Northern Hemisphere Finals week. We've still got plenty more to come as well. Of course, none more so than the Gallagher Premiership, which will be the next cab off the rank. We've always got the top 14 as well, which will try chip in to this little mini-series going through the channel as well. More Northern Hemisphere Rugby coming in future. I'd like to get a lot more on the channel, more for you guys from up north in the UK and European areas. But for today, thank you all for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all for plenty more action in the coming days. Until then, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.